So it is Bell Let's Talk Day, and you can start at any time. And you mentioned earlier that you can use the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, but there's so many other ways, and we'll let you know how else you can participate throughout the morning. There is a national special that's on tonight, a primetime special. So myself, Melissa Grelo, Tracy Melchor, Marcy Ian are all involved. And one of the things we wanted to do is take a look back at the last 10 years of Bell Let's Talk, because, I mean, Ben, you've been here for the entire time.
Yeah.
10 years of Bell Let's Talk.
10 years. And what started as, a really cool initiative has turned into a movement around the country. And it's almost, people almost mark their calendars for this now.
You know, when we were talking to Clara Hughes and thinking back to when she first spoke out publicly about her story, and you had to put your brain back into what it was like when people weren't talking about mental health. And then the question we get a lot of is, where does this money go? That's one of the questions we wanted to answer. We went out to Winnipeg. We walked around with the Bear Clan Patrol. This is an Indigenous group of volunteers who are doing great work to help out in their neighborhood. I want to give you a look at some of the work that they do.
Well, this is my community. I live, work, and volunteer here. I live just 2 blocks over, and I was watching what was going on in the community. And in 2014, after the death of Tina Fontaine, that was enough. I just couldn't sit on the couch and watch anymore. I had to be part of the solution.
Okay, so the solutions that they're talking about are servicing the specific needs of their community. Mental health looks different for every person and in every community and every region. So they take care of the really practical needs of the people in their community. So they do this 3 hours every night in North Winnipeg. This is all volunteers, and they walk the streets and the alleys in North Winnipeg doing what needs to be done. So in this particular case, we've been walking maybe 10 minutes. We came across a bag of discarded needles poking up out of the snow. So they travel with boxes like this, where they put the needles in and safely discarded them. In their backpacks that they all carry, they also have blankets and scarves. There's food and snacks. We also encountered a couple people out. It was minus 34, guys, when we walked. And I said, will anybody be out? Because there's an extreme cold weather alert. Won't most people be in shelters? And they said, when you're messed up, meaning when you're high, you don't feel the cold.
What was the response from the people that you came across to this group?
They're very familiar with Bear Clan Patrol. Police came out too.
It's their neighborhood.
It's their neighborhood. They recognize them. They trust them. They'll stop, roll down their windows, say, hey, have a good night.
And so you're saying that some of the money raised on a day like Bell Let's Talk Day goes to groups like this?
Yes, and it's not earmarked. It has to specifically be used for X, Y, Z. They allow the communities and the groups to use the money for how it's needed in their community. This same group, volunteer basis, also run a food bank every day, barrier-free, so people can come every day if they need to. And these are people who've also overcome addiction, lost people to suicide. They've battled and are battling through their own things, yet they want to stay and help out their community. It was a really powerful experience. I don't often, feel emotional in the moment of doing this story, but our producer and I both, you could just feel the work that they're doing.
How could you not, right? And to be able to say to these groups, do what you will with this money, because that's the thing. Mental health is not uniform. We do not all have the same struggles. It's not a competition by any means, but we all suffer differently. And nobody can tell you what you need, and nobody can give you a solution. You have to work as a community to find that individually.
And there's still, the other part of the special is we look ahead, right? What do we want to see in the next 10 years? Resources, accessibility. Is
better access, affordability.
So we're helping with that. Here's how you can help too. If you want to participate, and we know that you do, for every, first of all, if you need help or you're in crisis, 911, and CAMH also has some great resources if you want to check out their website. But we can also help out by, hey, they have a Snapchat filter, so every time you or your kids use a Snapchat filter today, 5 cents. Every view on Facebook or on YouTube of the video, another 5 cents. And of course, the hashtag Bell Let's Talk.
All great information. Well done.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.